Hey, how's it going? My name is Chris Down. Welcome to my channel. Essentially, what I do on this channel is I just talk about local lead generation, primarily using Google Ads, but I touch on some other topics as well. So if you are looking for that kind of content, make sure you subscribe. And if you're looking for anything in particular, make sure you drop a comment on this video and let me know what you're looking for. Maybe I can create some more content going forward, try and help you solve some of your problems. But yeah, so what I wanted to talk about today is how you do keyword research for a Google Ads campaign. And I'm mostly going to be talking on a local level, sort of like local lead generation. So a couple quick points before we get into it. Like I just mentioned, I'm going to be focusing on keyword research for a local business, just like a hypothetical business today. It's going to be local lead generation. And my primary niche focus for myself personally is in the home improvement space. But you can pretty much take this process and apply it to any business, any local business. Is all pretty much going to be the same. And I'm going to go through the process kind of at more like a high level. I'm not going to do keyword research for an entire campaign because that would take a very, very long time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you kind of a framework and sort of the thought process I use when I'm going through this. And what we really want to do today is we want to focus on what are called high intent keywords. And these are things like fence company near me, bathroom remodel near me, roofing companies in New Jersey. We want to really try to avoid things like fencing or roofing. And we'll cover the negative keywords in another video. I kind of want to dedicate a bit more time than, just kind of having it as an aside in this video. So the reason why we want to have the high intent keywords is because I guess from like a marketing perspective, these are the people that are further down that marketing funnel. They're much closer to actually making a decision and much closer to actually making a purchase. So essentially those are the people that are more likely to convert. So you want to make sure that you're bidding on these keywords, showing up for those searches, and not showing up for these really, really broad searches where you can have people that are just like kind of searching for information or something like that. And then also in terms of like structure and everything like that, one thing you really have to remember with Google Ads is it's all about relevance. It's all about being as relevant as possible to the searcher. And you want to make sure that you're trying to keep everything as organized as possible, not only with your keyword research, but your account structure, your different ad groups, everything like that. Because essentially what you want to do is you want to be giving the searcher exactly what they're searching for. Like you don't want to take all your different keywords, drop them into one campaign, one ad group, and then send them to one page, because you're going to have a bunch of different people looking for a bunch of different things, and then you're going to be sending them to the same page that might not be answering those problems or solving those problems for those people. So we want to make sure that we are kind of grouping our keywords in different themes, and then those themes are going to be ad groups, and then from there we're going to send those ad groups to specific ads for those themes, and then to the specific landing pages. But we'll go over that in just a second. And my last little point here is this part is tedious. You want to try to embrace the tedium. So yeah, let's kind of just jump into it. I don't know if I'm going to go through all these services today, because I have a feeling literally just roofing enough is probably going to be pretty sufficient to sort of show the process. But for our hypothetical company, we'll be doing keyword research for a local home improvement company, and they're looking for jobs in the following areas: roofing, siding, fencing, and decks. So what we're going to do is we are going to hop over. So essentially, in order to get to the keyword planner, you need to have a Google Ads account already. If you are not spending on Google Ads, you're not going to get the most accurate data. Usually what happens is Google will give you sort of like a range. It'll say like, oh, this keyword gets 10 to 100 searches a month or something like that. But if you are spending on Google Ads, you'll get the more accurate data and be able to see what kind of estimated monthly searches certain keywords are getting. So pretty much what you want to do is you go to your account, and then up here in the top here, there's this little wrench. You want to click on that and then go to Keyword Planner. It'll take you to a page just like this. And then you want to click on this little box here that says Discover New Keywords, and that will take you over to here. And I already have this pulled up because what I did is I pretty much targeted all of northern New Jersey, like right in this area up in northern New Jersey. So for this hypothetical situation today, we're just targeting all of northern New Jersey. So kind of set this to whatever is relevant for you. And yeah, so what I'm going to do is usually what I like to do when I'm starting something, kind of for a new client or for a new campaign, is I just start with like the root keyword. So on my end, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put in something like roofing contractor. We'll do something like roofing company. And then what I do, just hit get results. And this is essentially just going to pull historical data from your particular area. And usually what I do right off the bat is I will sort this average monthly searches from most search to least search. And then pretty much what we're going to do is we're going to go down this list and we're going to start pulling out different keywords, and we're going to be organizing those keywords into their own keyword themes, which are then ultimately going to become our ad groups. So this first one right here, roofer, this is one of those ones where, going back to the whole high intent thing, I'm not 100% if this one would be high intent. It's a little bit too broad for me. You could test it out, like if you have kind of leeway on your budget and on your campaign and everything. You can definitely test this out, but I would very much recommend having this one be either exact match or phrase match. For the most part, on a brand new campaign, I would probably stay away from this because I just have my gut is telling me that this would kind of just waste money. But this next one right here, roofers near me, that is a very good keyword. You can see just by the top of page, the high estimate for the top of page bid, $42 in the northern New Jersey market. But essentially what I do whenever I'm doing this is I will just copy that keyword. I'm going to come over here. I got a spreadsheet open, and to be perfectly honest, I don't make this the most like beautiful process in the world. You can make your spreadsheets more pretty, but this is essentially what I do. I just take the keyword, drop it in there, and this is the beginning of an ad group right here. So I'm going to have a roofers ad group. We're going to keep going. Metal roofers right off the bat here. So metal roofers, this is going to go into another ad group. So I just drop it into its own little column here. And the reason why we don't want to have these in the same ad groups is I'm sure you're probably starting to see the pattern here. People searching for roofers are not necessarily always searching for metal roofers, and people who are searching for metal roofers are very specifically looking for metal roofers. So you want to essentially in this ad group right here, you want to drop every relevant keyword to people looking for metal roofers. And that way what you can do is you can display an ad to those people saying, hey, do you need a metal roofer? And they click on the ad, then you send them to a landing page that speaks specifically about metal roofing. So we're going to keep going here. We got another one, roofing companies near me. That's going to be, again, its own ad group. Roofing company. Oop. And that will actually go in the same ad group here. Just because these are people who are just looking for a roofing company. So those are going to be in its own little keyword theme there. Roof repair near me. That, again, we're going to go into its own ad group. Roofing contractor. And now this, I would actually even put it into its own ad group as well. The reason being, usually what I do is I'm usually, in some cases, I can be a little bit too specific on my campaigns, but I don't think there's anything too wrong with that when it comes to Google Ads. Because in this case, you have people searching for roofing companies and people searching for roofing contractors. The reason I split these out is because I can make the ad copy for these specific to people looking for a company, and I can make the ad copy in this ad group people specifically looking for a contractor. So it's those little tweaks that'll help you get a higher CTR from your ads, just making sure it's a little bit more specific. So moving on here, we got roofing contractors. Drop that in that ad group. Slate roofer, that would be its own ad group. GAF roof, this is kind of getting into the negative keyword territory. Off the top of my head, I do not know if this, my gut is telling me this would not be a solid keyword. I have a feeling a consumer would not be searching GAF roof. This is probably not the best keyword to target. Moving on though, we have roofers in my area. That is definitely a high quality keyword target. Drop that in the roofers ad group. Randolph roofer. So this is, Randolph is actually a town that's right by me in northern New Jersey. This would be a very high quality keyword to pull because this is a geographic keyword. So you can write ad copy and have an ad group that is specifically tailored to essentially searches for roofers in Randolph, New Jersey. So we definitely want to pull that and put it in its own ad group. And I try to, if there's enough search traffic for some of these areas, I'll definitely, sprinkle in some geo ad groups because those are definitely solid. As we continue here, we got local roofers. I would drop that in that ad group there. Flat roofers, again, its own ad group. So you're starting to see kind of the pattern here is you're just going down the list, pulling these keywords, grouping them together. And this is probably another negative keyword right here, ABC roof. Generally, when it comes to negative keywords, you want to negative out any kind of like competitor keywords or like branded things. In any kind of home improvement space, I usually try to get rid of anything like DIY, Home Depot, Lowe's, all that kind of stuff, because that's, obviously people searching those are not looking to call up a roofing company for the most part. So again, we got local roofing companies. I'm going to drop that here. Local roofing companies. GAF, again, negative keyword, GAF roof shingles. Somebody clearly just looking for roof shingles. They're not looking for a roof contractor. So negative. The roofer, probably same thing. Not exactly sure. It's a bit of a weird search term, but I would definitely probably just exact match negative that out for the most part. Siding companies, so that would be a totally different campaign. And I have a feeling for this example, we're not going to get to every single one of those services for this hypothetical company because I don't want this to go on for like an hour. But you're kind of starting to see the pattern here. You're just essentially going down this list, grabbing your keyword ideas. Again, we have another geographical search term, Randolph roof repair, guttering services near me. Pretty much what I do is I go down this list for a little while. I start to develop a bit of a list here. But I don't stop there. Usually what I do is I will take a keyword from one of these, say like roofing company. And then what you can actually do is I can come over here and I can add a filter. And I can put in keyword, keyword contains, and I'll drop in something like company. I'll apply that. And then I also want to drop in the plural of that as well. Companies. And essentially what that allows me to do is kind of get a little bit deeper and get some more ideas for that particular ad group or that theme without having to dig through hundreds, if not thousands, of different keywords to try and find all this. So it kind of makes your job a little bit easier. You can start to find different ideas on top of what you already have. So I already have local roofing companies. Best roofing company near me, that would probably be pretty solid. And not only am I finding additional keywords here, but there's other different kind of things you can see, different kind of like keyword ideas, roof cleaning company. I don't think that would be really relevant to a roofing company, but again, we got best roofing company. You can drop that in. Whoops. Best roofing company. So this is pretty much the process. I don't know how much longer I need to go through this, but I hope this kind of helped out. That's pretty much the process that I usually follow. And essentially, like if we were to go back to these services, I would do the exact same thing for siding, exact same thing for fencing, exact same thing for decks. And like I said, it is a bit of a tedious process. But again, pretty much what you're doing, just going down this list, finding those good high intent keywords, coming back to our sheet, grouping them together into their own little ad groups. And essentially all these, once you're done with this process, you're going to have these groups of, it kind of varies. It might be one keyword, it could be 7, it could be 10 in each of these ad groups. And for each of these ad groups, usually what I do is I put them in as phrase match and exact match to start. In some cases, I'll do broad match modified. But these are usually just going to be phrase and exact to start. And then each of these groups are going to have their own landing page that's specific to these keywords, their own ads that are specific to those keywords. And then that's essentially how you kind of keep things organized, keep things more relevant. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There's definitely other ways to find keywords, but that's usually just what I use on my end. And once you have a campaign going, you can actually essentially use the search term report within your Google Ads account to find additional keyword ideas, but I think that's another video for another day. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it at that for this video. I don't want to kind of bore you with spreadsheets and keyword research for hours on end here. So I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it insightful. If anything was unclear, if you need any extra help, just drop a comment below. I can see what I can do to help. I can try to get to as many comments as possible. But yeah, if you are, so one thing I'm offering right now is actually a 100% free Google Ads audit. So if you are a business owner who is running Google Ads, or maybe you're not seeing the results that you want from your Google Ads, I can actually do a 100% free audit. I'm probably not going to be doing those forever because they do take a good amount of time. But if you are interested in that, I'm going to put a link in the description to essentially fill out a form, send it over to me, and then I'll reach out to you to schedule an audit. On top of that, if you want to follow me or connect with me on Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn, I'm going to drop those profile links below. And yeah, that's it for now. Again, I hope you found this helpful. If you did, give it a like. If you want more content like this, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be dropping probably a couple videos a week for the time being. But yeah, I'm going to leave it at that for now. And I appreciate you watching, and I hope to see you in another video. Thanks.